fucking with me. I What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Life with G podcast, you guys. It's Taco Tuesday and it's also live day for Life with G podcast. Welcome in, everybody. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for coming in. I see 7 people already viewing. Be sure to tap into the live chat. If you're watching on any other platform, be sure to check us out on the YouTube channel so you can engage with us. We got a couple things in store and we already got the topic ready tonight as well. But you already know what it is. It's the Puerto Rican podcast princess, your favorite baby mama in the building, and Miss Shelly Shell always starts us off.
What's up, y'all? It's Shelly Shell, your favorite podcast vixen. The one, oh my gosh. That's what happens when you
The
take a
one
whole
with the
week off.
beauty and the brains that's
Wow.
gonna make you listen.
Wow. It's
Yay!
amazing how we forget our own intros, y'all. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I forgot to say my name. Do you want to try again?
Are we going back to our old ways?
Wow.
And it's live with Life with G
Wow.
podcast. Ow for
Yeah.
Shelly. And JR is here per usual. JR.
Hey, yo, Shelly. Let me show you how to do it. You feel me? Hold up.
It's high noon.
Oh my God.
Yo, what's good with you? It's your boy, JR. Love, peace to everybody out there. You already know what time it is, though. Let's get with it.
I kind of miss the send nudes.
Right?
Like,
I've had
intros
No,
that
I'm
you
not
guys
doing
do.
that. Nah, we're not sending news
okay.
no more.
All right, ladies, we got through to him. And Zoe is in the building once again.
Man, JR tripping, man. Send them nudes. Send those nudes. You hear me? Nah, man, this UK checking in, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, what it ain't. We about to pop our shit.
We about to pop our shit. I'm extra nervous because I didn't have an edible today. So we're going to see how this shit goes. I do want to give a shout out in the comments. Brenda, welcome in. Welcome back, baby. She said, I eat tacos already. Ramses, what's good? Welcome into the chat. And Robert. Hello, Robert. Back again. All right. How y'all feeling tonight?
Oh,
Good?
man, you already know what time it is. I am ecstatic. I am so ready. I am not wanting nudes. I am delivered.
Oh, Lord. I don't believe that. for one
Hallelujah.
second.
I am
Hallelujah.
delivered.
Man, you're not
I
finna
don't believe
just,
that for a
you're not
second.
finna just stop my dog blessings like that.
I am
like,
not a fuck boy
my dog
anymore.
my dog
Ooh,
said he
That's
delivered.
fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
Who changed?
What delivered you?
Right.
I
Explain.
am committed.
To what?
Yes. Yes, it was a
Yeah.
great weekend. I am committed.
It was a
To
great
what?
weekend.
You mean to who?
To who?
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
I was about to say. You
I was
heard
like,
it from
wait a
Baby G
minute.
first.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
You're right.
Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all, tonight's topic, I feel like it's going to get a little spicy. Should definitely be a lot of fun. It's age gaps in dating. So when y'all hear about age gaps in dating, how you feel? Shelly looks stressed. Shelly, how you feel? How do you feel about age gaps in dating? Like, where does your mind go to? Do you go to like small age gaps, big age gaps?
Oh, that would explain why I messed up my own intro. Absolutely hilarious, by the
She's
way.
stressed.
I will never live that down. My instant brain goes to those large age gaps, and then I like, okay, well, what do we really? Then I started thinking, what do we really consider age gaps? Because some people think 2 years is an age gap to them, and then some. Believe it or not, some people are like, I won't date people 2 years younger than me. Now they'll do older, but not younger. And then, what direction are you going in? What does that range look like?
2 years is too close. It's too close. We the same generation, and if we're not the same, we just know too much of the same stuff. No, no. Age
I don't
gap
think
is when
that's
you
right.
watch Angry Beavers and she ain't never seen Angry Beavers. You know what I'm saying? That's the age gap. Like for real.
Oh,
Nah.
no.
I think if
Okay.
there's gonna be an age gap, it definitely got to be like 5 years apart, at least.
5? That's
At
it?
least 5.
At least 5, because like you, like I was in high school, you wasn't in high school yet.
That 5 years apart ain't even like a age gap. Got to be like cougar, maybe a sugar daddy. Like that's the age gap. You feel me?
No. What I'm saying is like if you're gonna consider like an age gap, it's 5 years apart. Just
At
that
least- he's saying
concept
at
of an
least
age gap.
minimum of 5 years. I could
At
see that.
least.
I
Mhm.
can see that because depending on what age you are, that 5 years can make a pretty big difference. I do want to tap in with the comments really quickly. Joseph said, "You sent those feet pics, bro." I don't. That must be an insider. Brenda said, "I'm about to say the who," and she said, "Them age gaps, so we can have them zaddies."
A
Okay.
zaddy.
Have either one of y'all ever been in like an age gap relationship, and if so, how big was the gap?
You trying to ask me if I've been a zaddy?
No.
What's a zaddy first? Like I need to know
Cause,
what's a
hey,
zaddy.
bro, why you look like that when you said like a
Right.
zaddy?
A zaddy.
Right.
The way that you said zaddy means you've never been a zaddy.
See,
But
I don't want to say this because it's gonna come off as disrespectful, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you know right now, UK. This ain't nothing about you. It's not against you. But the letter Z
It's
just it,
already shots fired,
I'm not
dog.
trying to, because you know I always mess your name up, call you Joe or Cho or Fo or Go, but I never say Zoe
Golly.
because the letter Z.
I'm cool with go though. I'm cool with
Oh,
go
go,
though.
go.
I'm cool
Okay,
with go.
cool. But the letter Z
Yeah.
just be So when I hear Zaddy, I be like, Zaddy. Okay, okay.
Damn, bro. Why you
zaddy.
cringe like that though?
My bad. Like I said, no disrespect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
Damn.
is zaddy an age though? Is zaddy like the older dudes or is zaddy like the younger dudes?
Well, I'm just
See,
using
I feel
context,
like
please.
ooh zaddy. I feel like
Right.
younger.
Oh,
I thought Zaddy was more of a personality or persona, not age related though.
oh,
Like
oh.
that cool suaveness, and that can happen older or younger.
That's true. That
You
just
know
means he's
what?
sexy. That means he putting it down. If a girl call
Right.
you zaddy, that means you putting it down, or she
And it,
wants you to put it down.
Ugh.
or if they call no, or if she calls you a silverback for those older men, it's not
A
wrong.
silverback?
I've never,
What if
I've
he
A
never heard
bald?
that.
silverback?
What if he ain't got no hair? What if
Then,
he's bald?
then it
Like
doesn't apply
There's
to him.
plenty of young dudes who are bald as well.
Yeah, I'm
Then
saying,
it
what if
doesn't
he's
apply to
old? Because
him.
like silverback means like gray. What if he's old
Right, right.
with no hair? Is he
Then
still
it
a?
doesn't apply to him.
Then what do you call him?
No.
Then what do you call him? Naked back? Bareback? Like, what are we
hey,
calling him?
hey.
Oh,
Baldy. Sexy
baldy.
bald.
Baldy?
Okay.
Oh
hey,
hell no.
So with
Back
hair,
to
hey.
okay.
Call
silverback. Without it,
call him
No,
bald.
Okay.
no, but
smooth
it's
criminal.
a
He a smooth
personality.
criminal. That's what it
It's a
is.
personality though for the silver for those older distinguished gentlemen. So silverbacks are really those distinguished gentlemen who got either that all gray or that salt and pepper hair. They're cut close. Oh, it's let me tell you, magnifique.
Ugh.
She said it's magnifique. But back to the original question. Have any of y'all been in an age gap relationship? And if so, how far apart were the ages?
I'm 22, so it's kind of hard for me to be in an age gap relationship with the women I'm dating. They're normally 3, 4, 5 years older than me, and I don't really consider that an age
Mm.
gap to me. So
Okay. Shelly? Zoe?
I have, I
Man,
have been in age gap. Go ahead, Zoe.
I'm only 17, so
Shut up.
if that's the
you
case,
know what I'm
everything you doing
saying.
illegal, nigga.
Right. I'm like, kick him off. He's not on Live with G podcast anymore. He's not legal.
You know what I'm saying? So age gap, you know what I'm saying? I've had an age gap. There's always been an age gap my whole life. So
Hmm.
I don't know. It just age gap. I go off to me. What I think age gap is, I look at the maturity level.
Nah.
I don't really look at the age. I look at the maturity level. Now that kind of goes back to what Shelly said too. Like, how are you look and what direction are you looking at it in? I'm looking at it from down going up. I don't look at it up going down.
Okay, so you've always dated older women.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, maturity or no maturity, age gap is still an age gap. As mature as you are, your age is still your age. So it's still significant. So like, what's the largest age gap that
For me,
you've been in a relationship? Yeah.
relationship, I don't know about relationship, but fucking with somebody though, like that was a pretty big age gap.
Okay.
I want to say maybe like
18
11
years.
years
Yup.
difference.
Damn.
Oh, how many?
Like 11 years difference.
Okay, that's pretty significant. Shelly, what about you?
Um, I used to date older. now I found out I started dating younger. My age gaps, if we go with Zoe's premise for a minimum, they've ranged from 5 to like 18 years as far as the age gap range.
Older or younger?
Most of them were older. Um,
Okay.
as I've gotten older, I've started dating younger, not by choice. It just happens that way.
Hmm.
Um, and then so it's now age gap is lessening. I'm no longer removing that gap. JR, what you laughing about over there?
You know. Don't make me. Why you make me act like a little kid? You feel me? You know. Don't you do me like
He
that?
said, you know. I do want to tap in with the comments really quickly. Robert said my parents were 11 years apart. Okay. I feel like 11 years, depending on when they started dating, is not that bad.
That's kind of
Brenda
healthy.
said, I have. My first BD is 15 years older than me. Ramsey said,
Oh,
dating age rule. That's the max gap. Ramsey's explain the dating age rule, or if one of y'all
I
know the
got it.
dating age rule, let me know. Brenda said, but no, seriously, my mom is 20 years older than my dad. Okay, that's pretty
Damn.
significant. Pretty
That man was
significant.
he was laying pipe.
Um,
Sorry.
right.
Sorry.
Ked, welcome into the chat. Welcome into the live once again. Thank you for tapping in. What's good? He said, what it do, gang? What's good, Ked? He said 10 years. Okay, Bailey Baffles. Welcome in, mamas. Good to see you as always. She said 20 years.
Damn.
That's a pretty big 20 years is a big gap. I feel like when you get to 10 and up, that's a really big gap. For me, I've dated how old is
That
he?
is a big gap.
9 years older than me? And then I've talked to as young as 5 years younger than me. But that was as I got older.
Type
So
shit. Type shit.
that's something that's newer for me. Dibble and dabbling into the younger pool. But the young men like going for the older women.
Yeah, we do.
Dude,
It's kind of hard to
I ain't
avoid
gonna
it.
lie
Like,
though. I ain't gonna lie though. Like that's see, my age gap was very early. Like mind you, like I said, like a 10, 11 year gap. I was
mhm,
like, I was like 12, 13. So it's like
mm,
Wait, what? What the?
that's a
Wait,
that's
what
what I'm
the?
saying. Like that. See, but that's why I go. That's why I'm saying where I'm coming from as far as the maturity level because you could deal. You like I'm pretty sure like a lot of people could say like you ever dealt with somebody that was your same age but they don't act their age, like they act way younger than their age.
yeah.
And then you've dealt somebody with that's younger than their age and they act way older than their age.
But I do okay.
So your
You
maturity
said as
was the
young as
age of a
what?
22-year-old, 23-year-old,
Right.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, my maturity was pretty high.
and
How
then
do
what?
you
Like
how do,
I was, but I grew up fast though. So I grew like I was forced to grow up fast. So that really hit different compared to how I carried myself.
I feel you.
so I this is something that we talked about pre-live. Um when we're talking about age gaps and dating, it's hard to talk about that and not acknowledge the elephant in the room, and that is grooming and potential pedophilia. Not to say that that was your situation though. So thank you for sharing that. But it's interesting to me because if you were 11, 12 with 11-year age gap, what could possibly make a 22-year-old woman want to fuck with a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old?
That nigga probably had a dope ass bike with some pegs on that bitch. Probably had a dope ass mongoose. I'm sorry.
Hey, no lie though. Hey,
I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, I'm sorry.
hey,
I'm sorry. He laughing, but he know he
it's
had
crazy because I had a dope ass bike at the time.
Oh
told you.
God.
I spray painted. I customized my bike. And that shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
That should make me.
But
It's just
seriously,
hard to
how did like
believe.
yeah, it's hard to believe, and I don't want to die because I know that's like more personal, so I don't want to like dissect it and just like go in on that part. But that is an important factor when we talk about age gaps and dating. Like I personally, I don't really want to go into the conversation prior to 18, prior to being legal, because that's a whole different ball
Monster.
game. You got to look at
Prior to
your
18,
mentality as a child, the mentality of that grown ass woman because she grown as fuck, and I understand how a lot of men spin it, but let's call a spade a spade. If a 22-year-old man were to be talking to a 12-year-old girl, y'all still think that that's valid?
Hell nah.
nah.
Not even a little bit.
So how, like, even if she was like, no, but I'm mature, I'm developed, I can, like,
What?
come on now. There's no way. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
That's all
Nah,
I'm saying. And
nah.
that's my opinion.
It just don't
And
work like
I'm
that
sticking
though.
beside it.
See, like I said, I think that's why I say, like, as far as from my perspective, if it's from being at whatever level you at and going up.
Type shit. No, I feel what you're saying, but
But
that's
that
a
would
little.
disregard the person who's going down. There's two people. It takes two to tango. So if
Yeah, she kind of
we
fucked
can't
up.
just acknowledge the person going up. We got to acknowledge the person that's dating down.
Yeah, nah, she wildin'. Whoever that is wildin'. You know what I'm saying? And you,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand as a man, sometimes you just try to go out there and kind of get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like to brag to our boys and shit, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like, nah, that's just weird, man. I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't even be able to talk to like an older woman like that when I was goddamn that young, nigga. I don't even know what to say. I'll probably still say yes, ma'am. Like, yes, ma'am. Like, what's she looking at? What's she? I don't know. That's some weird shit. Unless she used to babysit, then I can understand on some dumb shit. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
even worse.
worse. I know. I
Okay.
know. I'm saying it's
Unless she
worse.
used
But
to
I say on some
babysit,
dumb
bro.
shit. I can understand on some dumb shit. That's the, you know what I'm saying? But I thought you was gonna say like when you was 20 and you dated a 35-year-old, because you know them 35. You know when you
But
young.
I did fuck with a 35-year-old too, though. You feel me? But
When you
at the
were
time I fought, I was like 16, 17.
God damn
No,
it,
okay.
Zo.
We're gonna
God,
table
all
this
right.
conversation. We're gonna
God
table
damn
this
it, Zo.
conversation. We're gonna have a conversation off air about that. Only because I'll be honest, that's gonna be hard for a lot of people to hear. And I do want to tap in with the comments really quickly. Bailey said we need to have a chat, Zoe. Brenda said my mom definitely don't look her age unless someone told you. Robert said what Zoe isn't saying is he got the bike after he met her.
Nah,
Bailey
nah.
said Bailey said I agree when older adults are interested in younger people. It's not for the right reasons most of the time. And that's why I want to table that conversation, because your life is your life. You're grown now. What happened is what happened. And if you're okay with it, can't nobody really say too much about it. But that is going to be really triggering for a lot of people who've experienced that, have had issues, ran into that in their life. So I do want to table anything pre-18. So let's go past that. So the age gaps of the grown folks that should be engaging in this type of behavior. I do want to ask a question for the ladies, Shelly, and ladies in the chat. How low would you go? Because I feel like females don't ever go as low as the men do. So ladies, I want to start with y'all first. How low would you go with the age gap?
All right. Clarifying. It's levels to everything. That is my
Okay.
motto.
God damn, you know it's that levels. You know it's that levels.
It don't have to be a relationship. We
There's
just talking
levels to this
about
shit.
Okay. I will
There's
never
levels to this
go.
shit.
Okay, listen, in all honesty, I will never go younger than my son. My son is my cap off age limit for my jump offs.
So if he's like 24, but his birthday's in like August, and the other guy's birthday's in like July, so he gonna turn 25 before him, is he cool? Or does he have to be a
No,
whole year older?
no. My son age is the cutoff. So my baby 24,
Mm-hmm.
I would have a jump off. Matter of fact,
You wouldn't go.
I had a jump off that was my son's age. That was actually kind of crazy. Um, yeah, we won't go into that.
So no lower than so if your son 24, you ain't going lower than 24. You got to be at least 24.
Absolutely, because I feel like
Okay.
as he gets older, it just feels weird. I mean, it's
Yeah.
weird even with his age, but it feels weird to go lower than that. Oh,
Ooh.
wait. I just lied. I just lied on air.
what'd you
Oh
do?
snap.
What'd you do, Shelly?
Chicken Little was
Let's
22.
let's talk about it.
Oh,
Fuck is Chicken Little?
the small mother, you know, the little ass, the little
Sky
nigga.
is falling. The
That was
sky
the
is falling.
leprechaun.
No,
The
No,
sky
that's
is falling.
totally different guy. Totally different guy.
What? How am I? Okay, we're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, so
yeah.
Chicken Little was how much younger was Chicken Little?
That was just earlier this year. So like right before.
Hold on.
That,
Pause. My bad. We ain't finna just surf past. Like, how he get the name Chicken Little?
Oh
because
no,
he's
I feel like
I just gotta
because
ask.
he's
I have to ask. How he
because
got
he's so
Chicken Little?
young. Because he's so young,
Is
and
he
it was
short?
like one of those. No, he's not short, but I called him Chicken Little because of his age, because he's so young. And he was really nothing more than a jump off. And it was like one of those agree, we just gonna hook up, it was one of those you up conversations, and that's all it was. And that's how we leave it. And then I call him Chicken Little because I didn't know where he worked. He worked at a club, well, a bar, and I happened to go to the
Oh.
bar that he was at, and I was like, that looked like such and such, but I never approached him. I never said anything. Then he calls me after the fact and was like, "Hey, was you just at XYZ bar?" I was like, "Yeah, I was there with my homegirl." He turns around and was like, "Oh, well, I don't like people to know where I work at." Bro, I didn't know you worked there, first of all. So
Wait, so
he did the
he
whole
that's how
I'm
he got.
sky is falling.
Did he ghost
That's
you?
how
Oh,
oh,
I get it. He
oh, no, no.
panicked.
Yeah, no, he
He
panicked. That's why I
panicked.
call him Chicken Little. And
That's
that
why
and
she
because of
calls
his
him Chicken
age.
Little.
No,
I
ghost me.
gotcha. I
Oh.
gotcha.
I just assumed
Listen,
if he don't
That's
date women who know
wild.
where he worked, he was gonna disqualify you now because you knew where he worked.
we were
Well,
not
he didn't.
dating. We
He didn't
was
date.
just a
Oh, okay.
off. Just, hey,
It
you
was
Okay.
up?
more like he
That's all
seen
it
her, he
was.
ran
And
Okay.
I was
into
like,
her
So
bruh,
elsewhere, and he was like, "Oh shit, you look familiar." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I've been here." And he was like, "Oh, you been there? I worked there. That's probably why I seen you." Type shit. Like,
Type shit.
no, we had
but
already
but
met up and everything.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say she just told you the whole story. But anyways,
Listen, go
okay.
ahead, G.
So for him, he was younger, but typically your cutoff, how low you would go, is 24, the age of your son. Do you see
Correct.
that changing as your son gets older?
Yes. Yes. As my son gets older, my age, because I'm getting older, my age gap will
Hmm.
slowly increase, but it will still be the bare minimum of that age.
Okay, so
Now,
it'll always have to be equal to it. What if you like not? Well, I hope you're not single at that point. But what if you like 65, and then they're like, well, I don't know how big of an age gap you and your son have, and don't make me do math.
17.
But I mean, I feel like at a certain point, going lower than him might not be as bad if he is older.
I
Still
can't
can't do it.
though,
I get
because
it.
it's a
I get
mental
it.
thing. Be like, boy, I could have been your. It's already bad enough. I'm thinking I could have been your mama. Like, oh,
Yeah, but you were a young mother as well, so that's kind of
right.
unfair to the fellas. I do want to tap in with the comments really quickly. Brenda said, "With my age, I'd go down to 25 years old." Okay, type shit, type shit. Bailey said, 21 at least. I need you to be able to buy me a drink, baby.
Buy
That's
me a
true.
drink. Ooh.
I'ma take you home. Shout out T Pain. Okay, fellas,
Type shit.
how low would you go?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
oh,
say what the math is already. So as a man, we already know we have to cut our age in half and then add 7. You know what I'm saying?
that part,
That's really the actual
What?
age rule for men. Cut your age in half,
that
add
part.
7, and then that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm 22. So if I cut it in half, it's 11. Add 7, that makes it 18. So that's as low as I'm gonna go, is 18 years old. You
Straight
feel me?
like
First of
that.
all, you're a
Type
fucking
shit.
liar.
Type
Second of
Straight
all,
shit.
like that.
Type shit. You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
knows. I don't even know JR's real
Nah,
name. I don't know
I
how
ain't
old
go
he is. I
cap.
don't know where he lives.
And people in the
No
chat
one
don't
knows that
tell
Hey,
shit.
them.
listen. Hey, I know it's a bit early. I know it's a bit early. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bullshit. Don't-
Lord, here
no,
we
no, no. We're
go,
not going there.
y'all.
We're not
Here
going
we
there. We're
go.
not going there. We're not going there.
How low
Hey,
would you go,
no,
Zoe?
no. Real talk though. Like with me, I look at, like I said, I look at the maturity. Hands down, you got to be 18. Hands down.
Okay, so you
So
wouldn't go any lower than 18.
no, because I like, and where I'm at right now, I wouldn't date 18 because the mindset of an 18-year-old. Like you probably just not got free. You just in college. You doing all types of shit. And nah. There's different things. If we talking about just like I'm just trying to fuck something, you got to be at least 21 because you got to get in the club.
Okay, so I just want to clarify because at first you said you're not going any lower than 18, and then you said 18 is too immature for you. So we're talking about the basis
It's
of at
20.
least
Like
fucking with somebody.
at least
So if
fucking,
you're at
yeah,
least gonna
20,
fuck with
21,
somebody, 21. Okay,
20,
21 is as
21.
low as you would go. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Type shit. Fellas in the chat, sound off. How low would you go?
Type
G,
shit.
How
you
We
low?
sound
already
off.
know.
How low will you go?
Huh?
How low will you go? How low will
How
you
low
go?
will you go?
Go ahead, Shelly, get it right.
I'm not having, I'm not having this going. No, I think I said earlier. I just now started being open to talking to younger men. The max that I've gone is 5 years younger, and I feel like that's the max
That's
that
low
I would
enough.
go.
Okay,
That's low enough. I'm
Oh,
that's
30,
fair.
so 25. I feel like 24 and young,
That's fair.
not really about it. Not really
That's
too
fair.
much about it,
I
but
mean, I ain't gonna lie though.
yeah,
Like 24 is too bad. 23 is too bad. Like, what if he's 23 and he got all his
I'm
shit
not
together?
doing it.
how he
Got
got all
all
his
his
shit
What all
together
shit you got together at
at
23?
23? Niggas don't even
It's
mature
a
till
Right.
30,
man. Shit,
nigga.
I ain't gonna
Right.
lie though. I
Right.
seen some
I
people
was
have
gonna say like for me,
some
I
people
don't
got their
feel
shit
like
together.
I get that, but are we talking about like? I feel like you're talking more so like, oh, he's got his own crib, he's got his own car and stuff like that. And that's although those are qualifiers to be my partner, I'm gonna need more than that. And I just feel like at the mentality of a 24-year-old, you're not gonna be able to really step up and be a long-term partner. A jump off maybe, but I'm not looking for that. So I would just rather not. There's a lot of other factors for me as well where it's like if you're young, I kind of want you to stay over there and live your life. Like I'm divorced. I already got 2 kids. Once you start to go younger and they haven't experienced certain things like that,
Type shit.
for me, I just opt out and I'm like, okay, go handle somebody else that you can do those first with instead of dealing with me because I'm older and it's kind of like been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Type
Feel
shit.
that.
So yeah. I do want
Oh,
to tap in with the chat. How to human properly. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Life with G podcast. He said,
Man,
"Whoa,
I fought with
touchy
bro cause
subject
his
here."
name. I fought with his
Huh?
name hard.
I know his name.
That
His name
name,
is
how to
good.
human properly, but you gotta live up
Yeah,
to that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta
I
live up
think
to
I
that
think
shit.
he's doing a pretty decent job. At
I
least when
think
he
he
taps
is
in the
too.
comments.
I
Ramsey
think he
said
is too.
7 years younger. I'm 33. More than that is not for dating. Okay. How to
my
human
dog.
properly said, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself this time. Nah, say it. Say it with your chest. Say it with
Ooh,
your chest.
damn.
Robert said 30s. Robert said 30s. Okay.
Nah, 30.
Say it with your
Brown.
Nah.
chest. This can be a
Gee.
touchy topic, but I do want it to be fun. If y'all peep the thumbnail, so we can get into the little more at least to me it's comical. Don't cancel me for saying that, y'all. But if y'all peep the thumbnail, there is a lovely couple with a 37-year age gap. 37 years. The woman is 37 years older than the gentleman. Um, it looks like they started dating back in 2020, and they now have announced that they are trying to have a baby via surrogacy. She is 61 years old, a grandmother, and she is now married her 24-year-old. Well, now he's her husband. So they were
Grandma,
dating
see what you
before he was
getting.
24.
Grandma getting it
Type
in.
shit.
Okay then, yeah.
I
Yeah, I
do.
fuck with it. I fuck with it now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do your thing,
I
boss
don't
man.
know. Okay, so this is the okay. See, this is kind of venturing into the pre-18. So I don't know how much I want to cover on them, but the lady's name is Cheryl, and the guy's name is Karan, I think is how you say it.
Type
Either way,
shit.
apparently they first met in 2012 when they both worked at Dairy Queen, and he was just 15 years old. So they
Hold on, wait.
reconnected in
That's the
2020 after he was legal. They
uh
reconnected in 2020 after he was illegally of 18, but he was 15 years old when they first met.
Yeah, that
I
makes sense a little bit. If you think about it, G, maybe it's a work relationship, very normal friendship, right? And then later on, it was a friendship still, and then maybe they just talked a lot, or maybe he went through something and she was his rock, and then he just appreciated her, and then she appreciated him and his growth and progress, and then maybe it went from there, from him being a young man to her saying like, "Man, you're an amazing person," and then it was really I'm all about loving the kings, you know what I'm saying, as a woman. I'm all about the women loving kings. And she probably really loved him, like as a person. And it didn't reach that far until she saw him as a man instead of as a child. Not that I completely agree with the transitioning period, but still, like 20 years old is when they really started like connecting. That's not horrible.
well, I mean, if he was 15 in 2012, how old was he in 2020? I'm sorry, I'm terrible. at math.
Oh wait, I thought you said he was
I'm
24
terrible.
now. So no, I'm doing the math wrong. So if he was 15
He's
and
24 now,
then
yeah.
and then 8 years later he was 23. So he was 23. Yeah, he was already able to buy her a drink and everything. He was 23.
No, if he okay, if they're now he's 24, they started dating in 2020. And that means he was 20, right? Am I doing math
Wait.
wrong?
No, you're doing math wrong. If they started dating in 2020, that
They
was only
started dating in 2020, and he's
that was
24
only four,
now in
that's only
2024.
4 years ago. 2020 was only four
Right.
years ago.
Yeah, so he was
So he's
20.
24 now. So he was
He was
20
20.
when they started
Yeah.
dating.
Right. That's what I said. See, I know how to math. That's what I said. So he was
But
20.
how
He
was he
couldn't even buy
working?
her.
How was he working at 12 years old in Dairy Queen?
He was working at 15 years old.
But not if it's 2012. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I don't know.
that don't
Who
add
knows?
up.
The
They
internet
not
lies.
adding up.
Anyways, I'm reading it in black and white. I will post a link. I will post a link. Either way,
Somebody lying.
the
So
fact that we gotta
hey,
sit
they
here
lied. They
and
lied
do
about that shit.
math and try to be like, shit, was he legal? Was he not? Is enough. Is enough. I feel like that
Yeah.
speaks volumes. If y'all check this out, I mean, looks aren't everything. I get that.
She fine.
That play a big part though. It gotta be. I ain't gonna lie,
Who's
man.
fine?
As much as people say, looks don't play like they're not all everything. They are because you gotta be able to wait. You gotta be attracted to that person. We already had that conversation on another podcast. You
Right,
have to be
right.
attracted to that person, like hands down. So
Yeah.
looks do play a huge part.
Type
It
shit.
plays a
I'm gonna
huge
just
part.
say it. I'm gonna just say it. I feel like he got mama issues. I don't care. Cancel me if you
He
want.
got
He
What?
mama
got mama
issues.
issues.
But she a
He got
baddie
mama
though.
issues.
How you what?
What are you talking about? Have you seen the thumbnail? I
Don't
need
Nah,
you
I
you
to
ain't see
look
that
back at the
there.
thumbnail.
don't you
I
no, she a baddie. You
Hey.
know what I love? I love long walks on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the water and really just splashing. She looked like she been in the water for so long and it looked
They
good.
are.
It looked good.
Wrong. It looks
It
like she's
looked
been sitting in the
good.
sun too long, JR.
Hey, y'all better
It
stop
looks like
attacking
she's
that
been in the sun
queen.
too long.
Y'all better
But
stop
I'm gonna say
attacking
this.
that queen.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Point blank. Period. He loves it. As long as it's legal now, that's all that matters. And I really think sometimes the older that we are, once it's legal, we're only dealing with 18 and up.
Mm-hmm.
We get so caught up on some of these minute things that really should not play a huge factor when they're of legal age. Um, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Go ahead. G, you like
Oh
you're going to
no,
say
I'm
something.
listening. I'm just taking it
Oh,
all in.
No, I'm with it
and
too.
well, let me expound. When I'm talking about the minute factors, I'm talking about the age gaps. You got older people who act younger. You got younger people who act older. And we're only dealing once again with legal age. So if you meet your other person and they're just not in that right age bracket or what we or society says we should be dating, as long as you're not harming anyone, it should be okay. And I think that's where a lot of us get caught up because we try to push societal norms onto some of these other relationships. Now, do I agree with that whole wrong math and trying to figure out whether or not that couple was legal at the time and when they first started, how she started looking at him from a boy to a man, was he legal at that age? I don't want to do all that. Let's just deal with the point when they get older at
Type
that point.
shit. There we go. Cause I'm just saying he a winner. You feel me? He found good
Well,
love, a baddie. Like that's a dub. Like
And a pension check. Say it, JR, because you know that's
insurance
what you
about to
want to
kick
say.
in too. Type
right.
shit. He's smooth,
Y'all
man.
ain't
Y'all
right.
tripping, bro.
Oh my God.
Y'all
I
ain't
do I
right.
do want to take a moment to tap in to tap in with the comments. Bailey said he gonna love her till that life insurance check comes in.
Type
Hey,
shit.
for real. Robert said 20. That's how low you would go. Ramsey said there's no way I'm marrying someone that much older who works at Dairy Queen.
What's
She might
wrong
not
with
work there no. Now they are making bank online because their relationship is a shock factor. So they are bringing in bread together, which could have just brought them closer. Bailey said maybe she had a double wide and he only had a single. Oh fuck.
You feel me?
Ramsey said she better own that Dairy Queen for me to get into all that. I'm willing to bet money something happened when they worked together when he was 15. Maybe. Bailey said, I mean, I guess we're not here to judge, but I'm here to at least gossip facts. Robert said some dudes like ilfs.
Gifts.
Don't kink shame. Robert said maybe her rocker gets his rocks off. Yeah, everybody has their kinks, and that's important as well. I'm just say this. Let my son at 20-year old come home and be like, Mama, this is who I want to marry. And I'm throwing hands. Because what are you doing with my son?
But you can't
But
though.
what if he
Listen, but you
love
can't.
her?
But I will
I'm
though.
saying
No.
you can't though.
Maybe
Like,
I
why would you
shouldn't.
do that?
But I am though.
But I'm gonna tell
Please
you,
Why?
don't.
But
I'm
hold
listen.
up,
why?
hold up.
Hold up. I'm gonna
God
tell you why.
damn.
Because
I'm gonna
y'all
tell
wouldn't
you why you shouldn't.
if there was that big of an age gap and a dude was coming there with your daughter,
Mm.
and she was like, "Daddy, I want to marry this man." You mean to tell me you gonna sit back and take that shit?
Oh, it
So as a
depends.
mother,
It
if I see
depends.
some woman over here stalking my son, he baby pray. He a baby. He don't know no better. I don't care what he
Hey,
thinks he knows. He don't know no better. And I'm gonna throw hands. They may still get married after
so
that,
he
but I'm
20,
gonna
he
still sock her
20,
ass. I'm
he
just saying.
20, he 20 and she 55.
I'm
You
gonna say
throwing
this.
hands?
I'm
I'm
gonna say
throwing
this.
hands.
I'm gonna say this as the probably the only mother on here who has an adult child who has been through this. Literally, my son dated somebody that was 2 years younger than me. And trust me, G, I was right there with you. I'm like, what the hell you doing with my baby? We got some issues. But raise him right up. He did what he had to do with her, and then he left her alone.
But
What did
he
he
was
have
in
to
It's
do? Well,
charge. He was in charge though.
oh,
That's the difference.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
My son was fortunate to have a strong enough male figures around him to show him how to be a man, and he was in charge and he ran everything. But at the end of the day, I had to pull him like, baby, this ain't my this ain't who you gonna be with long term. He was like, no, mom, I already talked to her. She understands. It's only for while I'm in college. And he was like, I really miss your home cooking. I miss
Sugar
this. I miss
mama.
that. I was
That was sugar
like,
mama
yo.
right there.
I was
Yeah.
no,
like,
no,
She
no,
knew
no.
and
she know how to
Hey.
make the mashed potatoes. She know how to make the
Mm-mm.
mashed potatoes. You feel me? She know
so
how to
what
make that. You
and
know.
the reason I say don't do it, G, is because it can go so left. As long as you raise him right now and make sure he understands that it has to be you gotta have some type of mentality balance between the two of them, and that age got to be in some type of reasonable range. Then if he
That's
go
not a
off and sow
reasonable
his wild,
range.
but if he goes off and sows his wild oats with that older person, as long as that ain't gonna be your future daughter-in-law, and if he
But
comes,
who's to say? Because you could go sow your wild oats in that and then end up with a whole baby.
Type shit. Type shit.
Or God knows what, and she can manipulate him into God knows what. Like I'm sorry, but if my son come, I'm like I said, it may not be right, but I'm still gonna do
Let me
it. I
ask you a
may be in
question though.
jail. I'm gonna
Let me
still
ask you a
do it
question.
though. But
Coming from a person that has dated like older women, like why does like if an older woman dates a younger guy, why does it have to be malintent? Or if an older
why does
guy
it have to be in
if
my?
an older guy, even if it's an older guy that's dating a younger female, like why does that equal malintent? Why can't just be genuine, like they literally found love within each other?
Well, hold on real quick.
I'm gonna say this.
Just for y'all to
I'm gonna
know,
say
it's
that.
it's
Okay.
younger legal age though. All right, go ahead now.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah, I know. I
course.
just had to
Well,
make sure
okay.
they know people who just popped into or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
nothing
gotta
crazy,
mention.
But
nothing crazy.
before I answer that, I do want to tap into the comments. How do human properly? I don't know if I should read this comment because I need some clarification. How do human properly said, "Yeah, I can't keep it to myself no more. Fuck it. If they old enough to cross the street, they old enough to get hit. Hit in what way?
Hey,
Like
stop it.
smashing?
Hey,
What?"
Pause.
hey,
Bailey
stop it.
said,
Stop it. Stop it.
20 is
Don't
still
don't
really
ever say that
young
again.
and a groomable age, depending on how mature they are. So it would depend on the couple. He said, I gotta ask though, what danger is a teenage young man in if he dates a middle aged woman? I mean, I don't, just because, okay, let me read the rest of the comments. Ramsey said, Shelly said, that sounds a bit backwards when you dating someone 2 years younger than him. Bailey said, I couldn't imagine someone my grandpa's age breaking my heart. I'd have to take his blood pressure meds so he felt my pain. Facts. Sunshine, welcome in. Welcome in, baby. Hello, how are you? Um,
Ooh.
yeah, she was just hooking up. They weren't dating. They weren't dating for real. This is my thing. It doesn't hold the same weight if we're talking about 18 and older necessarily, but you have to think about the reality of how often do y'all end up in the same room. I get it if y'all are working together or something like that, but what type of spaces are y'all occupying that you guys are actually able to run into each other in that capacity to form a relationship? A lot of people who date significantly younger are actually going out and looking for younger people. Like that's kind of like their MO or their kink or their fetish,
You
so
can't
you would say.
necessarily
A lot
say
of
it.
people
Okay.
you I mean, a lot of
If I'm
people,
if I'm
if they
20,
like old, mhm.
if I'm 20 and I meet her at the bar, she just happened to be older, but my vibe is just totally different from any guy that really walk up to her. Like, she really just looking for younger dudes.
I'm not saying that. That's a different. What I'm saying is a lot of people, in my opinion, from what I've seen, what I've been exposed to, a lot of those people who are dating I'm talking about the large age gaps, significantly younger, they have a habit of doing that just in their dating life, period. In which case, my question is, what is your motivation behind that? Why are you going for the younger man? Why are you going for the younger female?
Oh, I got an
A
answer
lot
for
of
that.
times, at least for the men, it's to control them or to get them fresh because y'all don't like a used up woman, right?
Type
You don't
shit.
want to hoe out here. You want to get
Yeah.
somebody fresh. So that's the goal. I honestly think it's to have control. If you're more established and you have more money and you can control things a little bit more and you know more about life, that person's gonna look up to you naturally, whether you want them to or not. So it is, in my opinion, a little bit about control and manipulation. That is the issue in my eyes.
On both sides, you think it's like that on both sides?
I'm not so much talking about the younger to the older, but let's not play like these
No, I'm
younger
speaking.
folks
I'm
ain't going
speaking
to the
as.
older ones for some sugar mamas and shit.
I'm speaking like female and male. Do you think it's like that for both
Yeah,
sides?
I think it's both. I think it's manipulation because why can't you get somebody your own age or somebody closer? Why are you going to the less experienced person?
I don't know. I don't think it's really about control. I don't think it's really about
I don't
manipulation.
think so,
I think a
neither.
lot of times, I mean, if we're being honest, right? Women's sexual market value goes lower when you get older. So if your sexual market value goes lower, then your options dwindle. And if a guy who's nice, charming, charismatic, got his shit together, good hygiene, he could be 22 years old, inherited his father's business, and he could still be pretty cool to a 40-year-old woman if he's the one who approached her. I don't think that has to do with, her going out there and getting them. It has to be with control. I think if she doesn't have as many options, why not try to, figure out who this person is, and y'all can click on an intimate level that has nothing to do with like my generation, your generation. It could just be like, yo, like I like this in life. I like to travel. And he's like, me too. I like to travel too, or whatever it may be. Or they like similar things. They both like to play sports, or they both like to do arts and crafts, or whatever it may be. It could be something very similar. I don't know. I don't think it's always manipulation, or even I don't even think it's even close to manipulation, because men are the ones that are normally approaching the women. So I think it's really just, man, he might not have that many options. Possibly he might be awkward. She might like it, and they might still get together. Like, I'm just saying, I don't think it's really a lot of manipulation when it comes to the
I
woman,
mean,
to the like going after a younger man. I
mhm.
don't think that's a big problem. I'm actually okay with that. Love these kings.
I think you guys underestimate women when it comes to that, but
Very much so. Very
that's
much so. Yeah.
that's just
No,
my two
I do.
cents.
I don't even think it's an underestimation thing. Like, I think it's, don't get me wrong, it's a gamble as far as like the older women dating younger dudes. It is a gamble. Is she just trying to? I think that plays a part with how the relationship really play itself out itself. Just how you dealing with that person. Cause she really might just be looking for love, but her options ain't really scarce. Like, her options became very scarce.
Huh.
Where is this perceived notion that women have lesser options the older we
Talk about
get?
it.
The perceived notion is when, you ask a woman your age, and they always say generational. I mean, society says don't ask a woman
Hold
her
on.
age.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of
exactly.
have
I
a
was
big
just gonna
part.
say
I
that.
think that has
Like,
a
why,
big,
why? If that's
Well,
the case, why do women feel disrespected when you be like, "How old are you?"
yeah, they do though.
Pause. Pause 1 second? Shelly and I are very honest about our age, and if we're
Yeah.
using this podcast as an example, Jr. up there keeps saying he's 22. Y'all believe he's 22? So who's really lying about their age?
Nobody
I'm not
believe
lying.
that
I
shit.
identify as
Fellas do it too.
22.
Fellas do it too. Fellas
That's
do
why
it
they
too. That's
watch
all I'm
Life with
saying.
G. They watch
Oh,
Life with G because
time
they know
out.
Jr. be lying.
Whoa.
Whatever.
I've never lied a
What?
day on this podcast ever. I've always said I identify as
Hey,
22, and guess what? I identify as motherfucking
hey,
22. But
listen, my brother,
That's
I'm,
ridiculous.
my brother.
I'm just
Listen, you
answering the
right.
question.
Listen,
JR,
my
JR,
dog said he identifies 22. That's what it is.
I
I'm just answering the
identify
question.
as a rich
Mm.
white woman who doesn't have to pay for anything the rest of her life, but that doesn't make it true.
Hey, listen.
I didn't say it is
Not
true or false. I'm just
Hey,
saying. But I
listen.
answer your question, Shelly. All I'm saying is it's been very taboo to talk about women's age. So I can only use the context clues to say that age is important when it comes to finding suitable mates when it comes to a woman. Y'all,
But
I'm
it's
just
that's
not.
saying.
true.
but it's not.
But
So if you want to go
mhm.
ahead, G. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. It's not really that thought process, and a lot of women don't even play by those games anymore, came about from the patriarchal portion of society when women had to be younger and it was taboo to ask a woman about their age is really what that comes from. Because if you think about men married young, okay, you're an old man. You're marrying a 13-year-old. I just have to say this for the record.
Pocahontas. I understand what you're talking about. Like, yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that was way back when, but yeah,
but
continue.
listen, but that's what I'm saying. That's where it started,
Fine.
and it
Mm-hmm.
just continued on. Even when you look into the 20s, the 1920s, people were marrying barely legal still at that time. They were signing off permission slips to marry at 14, 15,
Mm-hmm.
16.
True.
So that's where it came from. Those businessmen, I'm dressing my wife up to look like an adult, but she's not really an adult, so don't ask her age. That's where that comes from.
I
So
mean that.
please don't draw that.
True.
Hold on, Zoe. Please don't draw that correlation that just because a woman may not want to tell her age, that she has less options when it comes to this dating. As a matter of fact, it's actually in reverse. I have personally found the older that I've gotten, the more my options are. I no longer just have the older men, I got the younger guys too now. So it's actually better, regardless of whether or not a woman vocalizes what her age is. So I just want to put that out there because that was kind of, you know, being a misperception of what you were saying. Women don't have less options.
Yeah, for you, yeah. I mean, you could be the exception to the rule, but at the end of the day, men want younger women, and if you're older as a woman, your options go down. That's just how it normally goes. That's what it is. We all know that. It's shown in the Tinder stats and the dating apps, all the dating app stats, that men are swiping right on younger women than older women at a tremendous degree. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm answering the question of why, and that's the reason why, is because you're, you know what I'm saying, dating younger isn't a bad thing. Women, that's not a bad thing for women. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just actually answering the question why. It's not that bad.
It's
I
not.
think it's
It's
cool.
because
It's
y'all just
not.
like younger women because they comply more. Y'all think that they're going to comply more. They're going to be more submissive. They're not going to peep y'all's fuck ass games the way the older women will. Older
Correct.
women in y'all's eyes are bitter, used, and abused. That's what y'all
Correct.
think. So we can't really
I
contribute
don't I
much
don't
to a
agree with
man or let
that.
y'all lead a
I don't
household.
agree.
I'm
I
not
don't agree with
saying
that
you.
neither,
I'm not
though.
saying you. I'm saying a lot of men. That is the perception
Well,
of women who are older. And y'all may not say that flat out, but when you say stuff like we depreciate in value as we get older instead of aging like fine wine,
well, yeah,
what
I
that's the
just said I'm
same
not gonna
premise.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying women don't age like fine wine. I'm just saying the value still goes down regardless if you're aging looking good, like J-Lo look good. I mean, I'll take her down. You feel me? But that don't say that her
Mhm.
options still didn't dwindle as she got older. It is what it is. That's not. I mean, I'm just saying.
And it's a
Do
lot
you
of
think
people
it's
that have take
age or
J-Lo
do you
too.
think it's because you guys perceive that she's just been hit more times than the younger woman?
I
Do you
think
think that
that.
that's what it is?
I
That
think
that
that. Go ahead.
what you just said,
Because if it
what
was
you just said is hand in
mhm.
hand though, for real though.
No, it's not.
No,
No,
not
it's not.
really.
Because if it was like a 35-year-old virgin, oh, y'all would be fiending for that bitch. Y'all would be fiending for her
What
I don't know.
versus
I don't know about that.
I
make it
don't
make
know.
sense. I do want to
I'm
tap
trying to
into the
tell you
comment.
what it makes sense. I'm just trying to tell you it makes sense by it's a gamble and then there's calculated risk. A gamble is like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know. Next you know it, this bitch, she done all kinds of crazy stuff and got it recorded, and now I'm embarrassed. And now my last name is at jeopardy of looking like a fool.
Right.
Compared to the calculated risk of it's more likely it can be because there's some 23-year-olds that have been through the ringer in college, but
Yeah, very
it's
true.
more likely that the 23-year-old that went to college compared to the 35-year-old that went to college is more likely she still got less bodies, and she's probably going to be with less baggage, and she's probably not going to have as much experience, that she's going to have walls up and all this other stuff that way. She probably won't, and she's probably more likely to get on my program. Can she not? Of course not, but it's a calculated risk compared to a complete gamble when it comes to the other one, which is like, I mean, life hit. She got her own shit. She's probably in a masculine role because she's for herself. Definitely if she's single dating me and she's 35, she probably got her own shit, her own stuff, all this other stuff. She's probably completely in a masculine role for herself. That's a gamble. I'm just saying it's a gamble
Mhm.
compared to a calculated risk. That's all I'm saying, G.
AKA
Before I
control.
rebuttal, I do want to get in with the comments. I do want to get in with the comments. Robert said, age is not the same as gender, JR. That's true.
True. That's
How to
true.
Human Properly said, a lot of women identify as a 10, meaning their looks. Let that man cook since JR identifies as 22. Whatever. Bailey said, it's funny because it's like any older women I know is still beating all men off with a stick, but older men are practically begging for anyone. And I think that's part of the reason why they want to go younger. What's up, TR Sage? What's good?
Oh, shit.
Welcome in. Sage said, nah, that is still happening still today. Maybe not in American society, right? Talking about marrying significantly younger. Bailey said, JR, you're not allowed to speak on women anymore. Oh, shit. Robert said, most
Sorry.
of the women I've dated were older than me to some extent. I even probably said, I believe it. Bailey said, you identify as 22 because that's your mental age, apparently. Ooh. Her
That's actually
options
funny.
dwindled because she is a fucking joke. LMAO. Miss Ham and Cheese on a roll with an orange drink. How to Human Properly says she been crossing the street a few times for sure if she 30 and been single a few years. You don't know that though. There are women who aren't as sexually active for all the reasons why you don't like women to be sexually active. Some women are more reserved, even though they're older, they're waiting on their person. Yeah, and J-Lo is with Ben Affleck, but I think they're about to get a divorce. And independence is masculine. One of the topics on our wheel is about feminine and masculine energy because that's something that we talk about a lot. So I do want to get into that deeper once that topic comes up. But I don't know. When it comes to the age gap stuff, I feel like there's a motive. If it is a significant age gap and you are going out of your way to date younger, I think that there's a motive behind it. And I feel like you might need some assistance with that. I did look up some stats. So I do want to bring those up before we start wrapping everything up. A study back in 2024, they did a poll. People that they were talking to were saying that the top two reasons that they felt like it was good for a age gap of 10 plus years were physical attractiveness. They claimed that sexual energy and stamina improved in their relationships when they dated someone with a 10-year age gap, and emotional maturity and financial freedom apparently are the top perceived benefits. So that would be whoever's dating up. They feel like they're dating someone more mature, someone more financially stable. What do y'all think about those pros that these people who are in these age gap relationships are listing? The sex is good and they feel more secure.
Valid. It's valid. I mean, that's all
Yeah,
it is.
I think it's valid as well. As far as cons, not emotional maturity, sorry. As far as cons, they were talking about concerns over what people think will decrease with age. So of course, health, reproductive, that's a big factor as well. If you want to start a family, that could be at risk when it comes to that. Let's see, what else did they say? Physical attractiveness, professional success. So I guess they're saying that that's a downgrade as far as dating someone younger. They're still developing. So you see the pros. I feel like the person who is younger, what this is saying is typically saying that they're benefiting from the age gap, whereas the older people are saying that it's more of a risk to date younger. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Would you rather be on the younger end or the older end of that relationship?
For sure, younger.
So
For sure. Not
Really?
even.
Why?
You talking about me being older, dating younger, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't like battles. I don't like battles. I've dated a lot of women my age, a lot, and it's always a constant battle every single time. And I'm be honest with you. It's like talking to them is like, whew, it's tough.
brick
So
wall. For real.
it really
It
is.
is.
It really like a brick wall compared to me being experienced and been so many places and done so many things that when I get somebody younger who really haven't experienced nothing, it's like I'm the gateway to her new universe. And it's very, very amazing. It's amazing. That feeling of just like, yo, like showing her this the first
I
time.
showed you this. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
and her appreciation is amazing towards it compared to somebody else who's already been around so much. Like I'm like, yo, we about to go to Mexico. She like, oh, we should totally take a trip out to Greece too. I've been there, and I'll be like, yo, okay, like cool, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just different. Like it's just a turn off on that end of just the thought of it. It's like, yo, but when you get that person who really appreciates you, oh man, like that's something that I get from the younger ones.
You want an easy flex.
It's not even an easy flex, because
Why'd
if
you
you want to call
demonize
it an
that?
easy flex, that's what I'm saying. Like,
What? Hold
you
on,
kind of can't.
Hold on, Zoe. I said that to JR.
Yeah, why'd you
I said, so
demonize
that's
it?
an easy flex.
How's that a flex? It's not
I'm
a
asking.
flex.
Well, okay, it's an observation. It's an easy flex.
No, I don't think it's an easy
To
flex.
impress a younger woman who hasn't experienced much, that's an easier flex than it is to impress the woman who has also been to Greece, and she could put you onto something new.
No, I don't
What's
think
the
it's
problem? I
about.
can't do it.
It's not impressing. It's about the appreciation. It was appreciated differently from one way to the other. The other way is more like it felt like it was entitled, like you're entitled to do so. Like, this is my role. The other one was appreciation. Like, damn, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, the appreciation is crazy on like I truly appreciate you as a being able to do that. That's what it is. I don't think it's like.
I don't feel like an older woman is going to lack appreciation. That's why
Yeah.
what you would consider demonizing it, I said that's an easy flex, because if your woman likes you, she's going to appreciate the things that you do. And you can find something different to do and put her on something different.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying though.
It
but
don't hit the same though. Like, if that older female been to Niagara Falls 10 times and you're younger
And
and you're
pick
dating
somewhere
that,
else.
and you're dating,
I
pick her
love
somewhere
Niagara
else,
Falls though.
like,
You know what I'm saying? I love
like
it.
that's what I'm
but-
saying.
Okay,
Like,
and then that means that you've been there before, right? So then why are you
Yeah.
doing a repeat? I'm
not
confused.
necessarily. What if I never been to Niagara Falls?
Well,
But
then
she
she
been there
can
10
put you
times.
on. Oh my God, a shocker. A woman doing something for a man. Oh my God. She can put you on. What's the problem?
I'm not
You
saying.
understand that a woman can
That's
put you
not.
on and
That's not
still,
it.
a
Though. That's
woman
not
can
as
put
bad
you
as
on
this.
and still treat you as the head of the household, still admire you, still respect you, and still love the fuck out of you.
It
Still be
sounds
what you guys consider submissive, even if she's older and she's experienced more things.
sounds like you
That's
have a
all I'm
problem.
saying.
It sounds like you have a problem with us not finding that attractive. Is that what it is? Are you? Because we don't find that
I'm just
attractive
trying
though.
to
It's just what it is.
understand. I'm trying to
We
understand why you guys find a lack of experience attractive.
because I'm the gateway to this new world. I
So it's about
am.
control. Like I said, ladies
If
and
a
gentlemen,
woman
it's
is
about
looking
It's
for
not
control.
a leader,
It's not about
I'm
control.
being the
Though.
leader. Like that is if you're looking
Not
for a
about
leader,
control.
you're looking
You
for
can
someone.
be the leader, even if she's already experienced that. You can still be the leader.
See,
Hey, let me
you're
ask
not
you something.
understanding what I'm saying.
No, I am. I just don't understand the correlation between the two.
So you about to ask something?
Let me ask you something, right? So is it as attractive using the same Niagara Falls experience? Would it be as attractive if you've been to Niagara Falls 10 times, and a new guy that you're dating that's younger than you is like, I never been to Niagara Falls. Would you like to go to Niagara Falls? You never experienced that, have you? And you're like, yeah, I've been there like 10 times. You wouldn't want to go there, would you?
Yes,
But
I
he
would.
really wants to go there.
I would take my new boo, who is younger than me, and we listen. No two men are the same. No two trips are going to be the same. So we can have a brand new experience going to Niagara Falls that I never had with my ex-man, and that's the truth about it, and vice versa. It's not going to affect my attractiveness or my excitement about that. I'm going on a trip with Bae. Fuck you mean? Yes, let's go.
Let's just take Niagara Falls out of the picture. Let's say I got this dope ass restaurant that's popping, and I know the owner that worked there. I know the waiters and stuff. They know me because I come there for lunch a lot of times, and it's my shit. And they got the best mussels ever, and I fuck with seafood tough, right? And then I meet a shorty. She not my boo. I just meet a shorty. You know what I'm saying? And we talking, and I'm like, let me take you to this restaurant. And I get to the restaurant. And she like, oh my God, I've been here 1,000 times. I know it's an expensive ass restaurant. And she like, oh, I've been here all the time. Off rip, it doesn't matter of the context. It is a turn off. That's all I'm saying. It does not matter if she went by herself with somebody else. It is a turn off though. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with more thoughts in your mind, extra. It's just like
That dude shut a guy down though.
it's just like okay, whatever. Like that's just how we. I don't understand what you want from us. Like, do you want us to be like?
Creative.
I'm.
That's what I want. I want y'all to be creative.
But we have to get the best seat. I know the manager. I know the owner. They about to
How
give us the
much?
So we
best
How
can
much?
stuff. They
enjoy
about
the
to be
food that you know
amazing.
I like as well. What is the problem? Now
She ain't
you know
boom.
for sure I'm gonna like the food, so we
How
can
much?
go there and enjoy it together. What's the
How much more?
problem?
You're saying be creative, but how much more can I show you when you
We're
seen
talking
it
about
all?
one. Okay, first of all, we're talking about one restaurant in Niagara Falls. You mean to tell me that's the only places y'all could go visit? That's the only place you could go eat.
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking. It could be anything. It could be let's go zip
It's
lining.
the
You know what I'm saying? It
concept.
could be
But
It's
it's
the
whatever. If
con.
not
you've been,
It's the
okay.
it don't even
concept
have to
Okay.
of
be with
it.
another guy. Is what
It's
I'm
not those
saying, G.
exact examples.
It's just in
It's not those
general.
exact examples. It's the concept of it.
Even if she was
I get
23
it.
and if she could be young and her father took her all these places for all I care, it's still a
Okay.
turnoff regardless. It ain't about the age. It's just
That's
if
Like
you,
crazy
damn.
that it's a turn off.
I'm,
It's it,
well,
it's a flex. It's a
we're
flex
men.
for a guy to be like. It's a flex for a guy to be like. I'll put you on to that.
So I have a question for you because you have openly said that you like talking to older women.
Yeah.
In fact, that's typically what you go for.
Hmm.
So with these older women, how much new shit have you been able to put them on?
A lot.
A lot. Okay, so you're proving my point. She can be older, she can be experienced, and you could be younger and still put her on
She
some shit.
was
You could be older and still put her on some shit. You just proved my point. There we go.
I don't know what the point is because I already told you it's the
That's what I'm
calculated
saying.
risk compared to the gamble. That's all I'm saying. It's a
It's
calculated
about
risk compared to the
it's
gamble.
about knowing who you're fucking with outside of just their age. It's about knowing who you fucking with. It's not a gamble if you take the time to learn the person. And if you don't like the fact that Shorty does all the shit that you've already done in life, cool, you get to drop her in
Mm,
that talking phase. You ain't got to continue into a relationship.
hold on. You're treading on that water of the, guess what? It has to be attraction first. It has to be attraction first to even get to know somebody. That's the
I'm not
water we tread on.
yeah.
Okay, so if
Okay.
I see you and you older, off rip, like if you see a dude and he got on a McDonald's hat on and stuff, for him it was a bet. It was just a bet. He had to wear it as a bet, but that's not him. You're not gonna go talk to him because you're not attracted to something you don't know nothing about. It's the same thing as me. I don't know what her experience is, but if she older, it's just unattractive to me because I'm thinking, guess what? Who knows what you've been through, your boundaries, all this stuff that I've dealt with before, and that comes with society's norm. It's like it's just a turnoff. You know, it's just a turnoff.
Mm,
I'm just
I
saying,
get
it's
you,
a
son.
turnoff.
Well, there is a whole new movement of younger guys who particularly do want it, like being committed, not just fucking on, but committed relationships with older women. And there is a new thing
Yeah,
with younger women saying that they no longer want to date significantly older men because they feel like y'all are tired. You've already been through everything. You sold your wild oats. So why the fuck you coming over here after fucking around with all these bitches? Don't come over here to me. I'm fresh. So there
type
It
is
shit.
doesn't
that. So
matter. You
women
can't
are
say that.
peeping it.
No, you can't really
I'm not
necessarily
no,
say
It's
that
a
I'm
because
movement
not
though,
saying
Zo.
it.
It is a movement.
It is a
okay,
movement.
Hmm.
I'm not saying it. It's a movement.
okay,
It's on there.
okay.
Look it up.
I
So
think,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Women are peeping it and adjustments are being made. I'm just saying.
I
So
like it.
whether you want younger women or not, that might be a scarce option for you older men now.
Yeah, I
Then
agree
what are you
with
gonna
it.
do?
I'm down with it. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm down with men sitting there saying these young women are too stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or they're too immature. They lack experience when it comes to life. I'm okay with men saying that if they're going to go out there, find an older woman and still play the right role, which is taking care of them, providing for them, protecting them and securing them. Definitely if they're going to take them serious. I'm okay with that. There's no problem with that whatsoever though. I'm just saying the movement has to be a movement to happen for that to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. There has to be a movement. There has to be a cause for
Mm,
that to be the effect because it wasn't that way. And the reason why is because the other stuff. But now men are okay with tolerating the other the idea of it being bad and then finding out for themselves it might not be that bad. It might be amazing. And I'm okay with that.
okay. That's valid. I do want to tap into the comments. Ramsey said it's known that most men mature later in life, so that's a huge reason that women prefer slightly older. Society also steers them towards that stability.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey said that's true, Ramses. How the Human probably said it don't matter how old she is, if she bad for you. She gonna be nice to who she wants and appreciate the one she wants. Age got nothing to do with it. I agree. Ramsey said he likes that she looks up to him and his status. He wants to show her something new. I get that. I'm not saying that I disagree with that. I'm just saying you can show somebody something new even if they've already experienced similar things. How the Human Properly said the message here is experience gives the impression of promiscuity. He said, "Ho, goddammit, experience is attractive to women, not men." Debatable. Robert said, "I don't understand why this is a turnoff."
Mm.
A lot of men think like that, though, Robert. I'm throwing out questions about it because I don't agree with that mentality, but obviously I wouldn't because I'm a woman. But
Who
a
said
lot of
that?
men do have that
If
mentality.
you
I said that.
if you hey, let me ask you, Shelly. Let me ask you, Shelly. Like, if you always
Shelly's being
showing your,
quiet. You sure you want to
if
poke
you,
that bear?
yeah, I am gonna poke the bear. I am gonna
All
poke the
right.
bear. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, hold on. Shots fired? No, not any shots fired. Gun cocked. That's what it is. Um,
Cocking his gun at you, Shelly.
Hey, so let me ask you, like, if you're dealing with somebody and you're in a relationship and you're always showing the guy new stuff, you're always putting him onto everything. Will you gain attraction because you're like, I just showed him something, hell yeah, or would you lose attraction like, damn, this nigga ain't experienced nothing?
Neither, because they're just experiences. Each experience, no matter what you do, is different because it's with a different person. Plain and simple. So I don't gain or lose. I may deepen my connection because when I think about, first of all, let me define a couple things. When I think about attraction, that means I'm not getting the ick from you, okay? But I'm deepening my connection with you because we're experiencing things together, whether they're new or old, is all that matters. And that deepens a connection, which is all I'm looking for.
No, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah,
As a woman, I'm telling you, I like that.
yeah.
I think again, women they do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I just assume that men want to teach you something new, right? And if you told me as a woman you've had 8 boyfriends, I'm assuming each man wanted to teach you something, wanted to show you something, wanted to help you experience something. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think of. You know what I'm saying? First time you shot a pool cue. You know what I'm saying? First time you got on a boat. You saw my boat? My boat. So yeah, I
Mm.
get it. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just nah.
You want to be that wow factor, JR.
I just
And
want to.
you
I think
That's
it's
what sticks
amazing to be the gateway to
you
the
want
world.
let's be for real though.
exactly.
Let me ask you another question though, Shelly, because like, will you ever forget your first boyfriend or the first person you lost your virginity to?
What actually
I did a
I have
couple
to think
times.
about it. Right. I'm like, I have to think about it. But I
He said,
mean,
now that I think
Nah.
about it,
well, actually, no. In all honesty, I can't forget them because it was my son's father. So
No,
that's
but the point, but the reason why I even asked that question is because whatever experience y'all had, he was the first person that put you onto that experience.
once
So no
again,
matter what, as a woman, you're gonna always remember that. And I'm not saying
no.
the same don't go for women. I'm not saying that, but
What
it
I but
sticks, and men could glorify that.
it doesn't. It doesn't. And I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but it really doesn't. So if that is your claim to fame, that oh, I put Shorty onto something, she's not going to really remember that you're the one that put her on. It's what I said when I responded to JR a second ago. You enjoy that wow factor. You want to be that
Mm.
wow. You want to be that, oh, look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I showed you. Women don't think like that. I understand it from a man perspective. Absolutely. But I'm telling you, as a woman, women don't think about stuff like that. And you want that easy flex because if you have a completely inexperienced person who has done nothing, you can show them the small girl. Let me take you over here to the beach. Oh, I've been to the beach.
Type
Let's go pick
shit.
up seashells. Oh, I ain't never picked up seashells. Then you feeling like you king, you top of the world. But I'm gonna tell you something. That's a false sense of kingdom because a real one will make you feel like a king regardless of what you can put her on.
What?
I'm a little confused by that, but I do want to say
Nah,
this.
nah, I
Something
like
that
that.
we're
That kind of do hit though. I get that.
well, I'm a little confused, but regardless, something I want to mention, we're talking about exes. And one thing about women, we don't necessarily think about the positive side when we talking about our exes. We ain't fucking with dude no more. We're probably remembering shit in the most negative light unless we feel like, oh, that's the one that got away. And most of the time, women don't really feel like that. So even if he did take me to the beach, I'm gonna remember how he got on my fucking nerves. Why did he smell funky like that one day? Why did he do that one, like shit like that? We're not thinking about it positive. I'm not thinking about my ex my first time in a positive light when I'm with my new man. What?
Can I ask a
No,
question to y'all women real
it's
quick?
not like that.
I would like to
What?
ask a question. If Do y'all know the difference between appreciating your man and your man feeling appreciated?
Of course.
Do you think every time you appreciate him, he feels appreciated? Do you think that for real?
It depends on how you communicate the appreciation.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is that the way y'all are talking about a flex, you need to be a king or feel like a king, it has nothing to do with it. Is specifically feeling appreciated. That is all. And the fact that this is why I talk about how men, like, people truly don't give a shit about men feelings. And I'm okay with that because we're not going to complain about it. But this is an example of how a man feels appreciated and then how a woman wants to appreciate a man. Is y'all want to sit there and say, I want to appreciate a man because I could just appreciate him. But how does he actually feel appreciated? Like, it's not about you saying, thank you. Oh, we went to the beach. Thank you. That's not about that. It's literally the little shine in your eye. It's that situation. It's that, yo, can we do this right here? It's those questions. It's that really being intimate and involved in whatever situation it really is. It could be goddamn painting and shit. And they hit you with the, yo, when'd you learn how to paint? That, just asking that question is like, yo, that's real appreciation without you actually saying it. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that it has nothing to do with what somebody said, grooming, somebody else talking about a flex. It is literally just, how does a man feel appreciated? And that's what it comes really down to. We feel appreciated by doing hard work, learning these things, and giving back to somebody we truly care about. That's all it really is. Or even want to care about because we see the potential in them. It has nothing to do with, oh, you just want to flex. You just want to, you know what I'm saying, be the king. I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's just men feeling appreciated. And it feels good to be appreciated. Y'all know that. It feels great. Everybody knows it's human. We all love to be appreciated. That's all I'm saying, is that I don't like the way a man want to feel appreciated, and then the way y'all are saying it as if because y'all appreciate the man, that's how he's going to be appreciated. I don't like the way it looked that way. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Or does it?
I get.
So you're less
Mhm.
concerned about the fact that we genuinely appreciate you, and it's the fact that you, in your mind, you want to be extra sure and extra feel appreciated. That sounds
No.
like a personal problem.
No, it's like,
Okay,
teach me how to
you
love.
can't
It's
say
like,
that.
even though I love you the way I
Yes, I
love you
can.
doesn't mean you feel loved. You know what I'm saying? All because I
You
love you the
cannot.
way
No,
I love you don't mean you
Yeah,
feel
absolutely. That's
loved.
exactly.
about
See,
learning.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's about learning your partner.
But
That's about learning
hold
your
on, but let's just
partner.
back up right there, though, is what I'm saying, because you're talking about the extra dude. No. I'm literally just talking about, that's how you, if I love you and my love you is doing XYZ, it's hard love, tough love, whatever it want to be, and you don't feel loved, that's on me. That's still on me. You know what I'm saying? It's not because I'm sending the message, it's how the message is getting received. You're not receiving the message. I need to change that. You know what I'm saying? So you would want me to change that. That's what I'm trying to say. Is us as men, we would want somebody to change that, even though y'all think y'all appreciating. Does he feel it?
But then,
No,
but
Does that
then,
not make
but,
sense?
but,
no. Hold on.
but yeah, but then that's a
But we
conversation
are
that has to be
appreciating. We're not
had,
saying we're faking like
I,
we're appreciating.
right?
We're saying we
I'm
do
not,
appreciate it, and we're communicating that we appreciate it,
and I'm, but
And
I'm
and we
not
are
saying
spoken
that.
and
y'all showing
excited.
it.
I'm just
S-
saying, but does he feel appreciated? Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all don't appreciate him, but does he feel appreciated?
But
That's
that's on an individual basis, though,
That's what
and
I'm trying to.
that
Well, not just
right.
individual. I'm
But
talking
we're
about, but that's
not.
on him. Like, that's on him on how he feels, and that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all are trying to say it must be a flex. Got to be a king. I'm like, it's just
no,
appreciation. He feels good. It
no,
feels
no.
good.
No,
Okay,
I get
no,
what you're
Jr.
saying. I get what you're
I think
saying,
you're
but
losing something in what, as far, because you're trying to bring up the kingdom. I said it's a false sense of kingdomship, because if you are with somebody that is your partner, you are supposed to, I, as a woman, I believe I'm supposed to treat my partner as a king. And in that, I am not only supposed to show appreciation, but I'm supposed to make him feel appreciated. So your correlation that you're trying to draw between appreciation and showing somebody something new necessarily does not correlate. You understand what I'm saying? You can show somebody something new and they may not appreciate you showing them something new. They may not even verbalize it and or ask you questions. They may ask you boredom questions just to hurry up and get it through with. So you don't have a direct correlation with your own statement between I want to be appreciated, I want to feel appreciated, and I'm going to show you something new. That necessarily is not a direct correlation.
I don't first of all, I don't correlate. Shelly, I don't know what you're talking about in that sense, but I do know that I'm only talking about the guy. I'm only talking about the guy. Does he
Right.
feel appreciated? It doesn't matter if he shows you something new or whatever. I'm just letting you know, does he feel appreciated? And that's what I'm trying to say is the way it was brought up is like, oh, like again, somebody in a comment, grooming. Y'all specifically said you want to feel like the king in your own kingdom. Like, it's like I have to like pedestalize myself over her is the way y'all are putting it. And I'm trying to say it is only about appreciation. Does he feel it? Not if y'all give it. I understand women will give it. All like I get that. But does he actually feel it? Like, and that's why I use the love thing, which is even though I love you the way I want to, do you actually feel loved? You see what I'm saying? And if you don't, then there's a problem. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's the disconnect that a lot of times that men have when they don't actually feel appreciated. And that's why men might tend not to date women with more experience because they think they might not appreciate them the way they want to. That's all I'm saying.
And that's the part that I think we're arguing. We're not arguing that you need to feel it, regardless of how we're vocalizing it.
Yeah.
It is important for you to feel it. Like you said, I
Yeah.
agree with that 100%. The reason why Shelly and I are saying what we're saying is because we're trying to basically just shed light to the fact of like, damn, it's a shame that you would automatically, potentially discredit a woman because she has experience, because you assume that
Yeah.
she is incapable of relaying that appreciation to you. And I think that that's where we're coming from. So I
You're
get the
right.
disconnect. And like you said, the woman should make him feel like a king. All of those parts are important. We're just arguing for the fact of like, damn, give Shorty with experience a chance because there's still ways that she can show you and you can feel
And feel appreciated.
appreciated.
Yeah,
And it
I agree with
sucks
that.
to count them out without even giving that a chance. If you like her, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I
That's
agree with
all.
that. Like I said, I do agree with men dating older women, not recreationally, right? And trying to give that a chance because it can be a real big intimate. I think nothing's better than falling in love. I don't think nothing's more beautiful, more blissful than falling in love. So if that's a potential love, I think that's beautiful though. You know, me, I'm not taking a gamble though. That's all I'm saying. I don't take the risk. But other men, hey, if you want to do it, please, by all means, find love. That's what it's about, right? 7 billion, 8 billion people on this planet. Can't be alone. Shouldn't be alone. That my
Yeah,
dog.
should not be alone. I got you. We bring it back full circle. It's kumbaya on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
We
I think I
kumbaya
understand
right
it.
now.
I think
Hell
so.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't flexing on none of
So
these hoes though. They
nah, I get
I'm
it.
just saying that's like wife benefits. They don't get a lot of shit. A lot of that shit is wife benefits, girlfriend benefits. You know what I'm saying? If I would just meet a girl, she getting first date benefits, D plus. We getting to know each other. And if I already feel like she know too much, I'm telling you, I've been on so many dates with these women where they already know people, hugging people, and we going, I ghost them in real life, not on the phone. I just disappear. But I let them drive. I don't leave them stranded. I
Yeah.
let them drive. Remember? So they can always leave on their
Yeah.
own and be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that is a gentleman right there. I do want to tap in with the comments really quickly. How the Human Properly said, man, look, ladies, before y'all go, I gotta ask this. My 18th B-day next month. Y'all still single? I feel like you're full of shit. I feel like you're definitely over 18, but that's just my 2 cents. Bailey
Identify
said,
as.
All men lies. Goddamn. All
He,
men must be
identi-
liars.
he identify as. You
he
know?
not helping y'all out, fellas. Bailey said, that's strange that you want someone who doesn't have life experiences. I don't think it's that he wants someone without life experiences. He just wants to be able to show them new life experiences that he has already experienced at. Does that make sense?
That's
Does that make
all.
sense?
That's
Yeah.
all.
Do.
I just want to
Okay.
feel appreciated.
Um,
That my hard work was, was thought about. That's all. I want to do a
yeah.
lot of hard work for my woman. That's all. Why is that a bad thing?
Hey,
Bailey,
let
I
him
want to do a
work,
lot of hard
ladies.
work for you,
Let him
Bailey.
work. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, any lasting thoughts on age gaps in dating? JR? Start us
Um,
off.
yeah, of course. I think that love is love. Love is not blind, of course, because you gotta, first find that initial attraction. But ultimately, I do think that intimacy is extremely important. And you'd be surprised of how many people. And I'm not gonna say just give everybody a chance because that's not safe. But I will say that it's those onesies and twosies out there that it doesn't matter the age of legal still. It does not matter the age. They might surprise you of who they are. They might just help you in your life as whatever it is for women, for man older, he might help you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. He might be able to assist you. He might be able to gain experience with you. He might be able to work with you. And as a man, if you find an older woman, you never know, she might be able to really add peace because she might have been through a lot of shit in her life. And now she's at a lot of peace and know who she is. So she might be able to add that piece that you've been looking for and you just haven't found in these younger women who just be out here running these streets for me. So really just, go out there and really just find yourself and just love, be honest and true and good to
Mhm.
everybody around you. That's all.
I like that. I like that, Jr.
Tight shit.
Shelly. Oh, y'all stick around through the closing thoughts though, because we are gonna spin the wheel to figure out what Thursday's topic is gonna be. So stick around for that for sure. Shelly, lasting thoughts, baby. Go ahead.
Know what you want, know who you are, be willing to grow, regardless of if you're dating older or younger. Period.
I like that. And Zoe, and you can't say bullshit. Lord Jesus.
Nah, that was what I was gonna say. Nah, for sure. Like, love do really exist. You know what I'm saying? You able to find it. You know what I'm saying? If you really looking for it. I mean, although people do have their own perception of what love is to them, um, allow your partner to feel loved. You know what I'm saying? For the men to the women, allow your partner to understand that you do give them that attention and that care. And for the women to men, let your dude feel appreciated. For real though, like that appreciation does play a very huge factor. You know what I'm saying? Although like you know what I'm saying? Stroke your man's ego every once in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? That matter to them. Because as much as they see that appreciation, it motivates them to want to do more for you or grow for themselves. You know what I'm saying? The right woman gonna make a better man. Although that man gonna already want to be better for themselves anyway. You know what I'm saying? So do that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Love
Mhm.
really is love, and you know what I'm saying? When you find it in the right place, it's gonna be there for you.
Mm, I
Tight
agree with
shit.
that.
Tight shit.
I agree with it. And yeah, I mean, I think y'all pretty much said it. I think it's really important to do self work before you enter any relationship. So that way, even if there is a big age gap, 18 and older, then you're going in with both eyes open and you know what you want and you know what you can bring to the table. And I think that that is the most important so you can have a secure, hopefully long lasting relationship, regardless of the age of your partner. That being said, let's
Mm.
spin that wheel and see what's up for Thursday.
All right, man. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Always, always.
Risa-
Is the
Can
wheel
you see
spinning?
it?
And can you see
I
No.
can't see it.
it?
I can't see it.
uh, I'm lying. Oh, there's the wheel.
Oh, there she is. Let's spin that wheel. What's for Thursday, y'all?
Come on, give me get. No, go, keep going.
Ah, 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 ah. Ooh, we already reacted to this. And
Whew.
I'm excited. The balloon pop dating videos. If y'all haven't already seen that, y'all should do some research. Check them out on YouTube. I can't forget the user's name, but they line up and they pop a balloon if they're not interested, and then they go person by person, and yeah, they try to figure out who their best match is. Those are hilarious. It's definitely insightful, and that should be a very spicy episode. Hopefully, we can get some clips for y'all and all that stuff. Ramsey said no. Why Ramses? Why no Ramses? But yeah, so be sure to tap in again, y'all. We are live every Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We are gonna do an after party on TikTok here in just a few moments once we wrap this one up. But as always, if anybody tells you, oh shit, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe before JR yells at me tonight. Oh, and share. Share the video. We have a
Another one.
250 subscriber goal that we are trying to reach with y'all's help. And yeah, tap in with us for the TikTok live. But again, let me go with my outro. If anybody tells you that you can't, yes, the fuck you can. Besos and blessings. Have a good night. See y'all on TikTok. Bye.